What is up, everybody? Today we are back on Minecraft, and today we are going to be taking a look at one of the coolest glitch seeds I think I've seen in a long time, and it's really amazing, and there's really like a lot of cool challenges and things you can do with it. And so today we are going to be taking a look at that, and I'll kind of propose some ideas, and maybe we can talk about how you guys can use this in your world, because I think it is really, really cool. Now, before we go ahead and jump into that, I do want to say that if you guys like these videos, make sure you guys drop me some love down below, because your guys' support really is incredible. And with that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump directly into how you guys can get an infinite spawning glitch seed in your world with mine shafts. So to start off, obviously you want to come in here into the world options menu, and this is the seed you want to put in. This very particular seed will give you like a glitch that literally spawns an infinite number of mine shafts in a row and really creates just a cool effect that I will show you guys here in just a moment. Now, there are a couple other things that you want to keep in mind when you're doing this. Mostly the fact that you want to go ahead and put it on a super flat world. That's just going to make it so that the mine shafts aren't surrounded by like a whole bunch of dirt and stone and other things. I want to be able to see the infinite spawning mine shafts, and I want to know where they're at and be able to find them. And so that's why you want to go ahead and make this thing a super flat. You do want to go ahead and customize it. So if we can come in here, you can see that currently I have 1 sandstone on the top, 65 air, and then 1 bedrock on the bottom. Now for this video, I'm actually going to get rid of this layer of sandstone, because what that does is that basically allows you to have mobs that will spawn in the darkness, because it'll all be in the dark. But in order for this video, and in order for me to show you guys exactly what's going on here, I am going to go ahead and get rid of that top layer just so that it's daytime and we can see what's going on with the infinite number of mine shafts. Now over here in the biome tab, we can just go ahead and I just set it on desert. It doesn't really matter, I don't think, which one you select, so don't worry about that a whole lot. And then over here into the properties, what I've gone ahead and done is I've checked villages, abandoned mine shafts. I've turned the chance on this baby all the way up to 1%, as well as the count on strongholds all the way up, and then there are a couple other things in here, but you guys can just see exactly what my settings are. Those aren't entirely important in order to make this thing work. So I booted this baby up. I'm just going to go ahead and pull out a map so we can see exactly where we're at. Now on this particular map, I think you want to go west to try and find your abandoned mine shaft. Yeah. Oh wow, look at that. We can actually see that directly from the spawn. So here is your first abandoned mine shaft that you are going to come across when you first spawn into this world, and you guys can literally see I wasn't lying. This thing spawns an infinite number of abandoned mine shafts in a row. So here is obviously, I don't know, I don't even know where like one starts and one ends, but you can see that obviously this is not a normal spawn of abandoned mine shafts, right? And so taking a look at this thing, it's absolutely incredible that first of all this exists, and the fact that you can get it very, very simply in your world simply by typing in that seed I showed you at the beginning. And look at this thing, look at this thing, it's just incredible. Now, the cool thing about this is not just the fact that there are literally an infinite number of abandoned mine shafts next to each other. In fact, in a world I spawned in earlier, there was actually like a couple, right? Oh, there you go. So you can see that there's a line here, and then over a couple of chunks over, you can see that there is yet another abandoned mine shaft. And so this map is just absolutely covered in abandoned mine shafts that you guys can just explore if you want to do that for whatever reason. But really the cool thing that you can do is it's a challenge actually not come up by me, so I don't take credit for this seed or for the challenge, but essentially the challenge is to make it from one side of this abandoned mine shaft all the way down to the other. Now, to my knowledge, that was come up with by Toy Cat, so shout out to him for that. But basically the idea is to go ahead and boot this thing up with that additional layer of sandstone on top that I showed all of you at the beginning. Actually, let me just go ahead and swap over. Okay, so basically everything is the same. All I've done is I've swapped over to another version of this world that has the level of a sandstone on top so that it's dark down here on the mine shaft, and I've turned my gamma up to about 1,000,000. Now, for whatever reason, there aren't really a lot of mobs spawning here in this section, but if you come down here, you can see that there are a bunch of mobs and zombies and creepers and all kinds of terrifying things that would want to totally annihilate you. And so the challenge is to play on this in survival mode, not like me, all right? Obviously here I'm just in creative mode to show you guys, but if you guys wanted to, you guys could play on this in survival mode with your friends and see who could race across and make it to the other side alive. You know, obviously you could collect things from the chest, you guys could get your loot and try and fight your way across, but this is so long. I highly doubt that anybody would ever make it in one go, like without dying ever, just because, I mean, look at this thing. It literally goes for as far as the eye can see and further, all the way until the end of the map. And so the person who could do that and make it from one side to the other would be a really true victor in my mind. And you can see that there are like these little spawning anomalies. I think this is probably the underside of a desert temple. Yes, it is. And it just kind of spawns right here in the middle of the mine shaft. So it keeps you guessing. You just never know what you're going to get. And it's just really kind of a cool glitch that I wanted to show all of you guys, and maybe propose a challenge that you guys could try out in your world if you wanted to. So anyway, as you all saw, the seed was at the beginning of this video. You guys can check it out. Try this out in your world. If you guys do the challenge and maybe one of you or your friends make it all the way to the end, let me know that down in the comment section below, or tweet it to me over on Twitter. If you guys don't follow me over on Twitter at Puredominace, first of all, you guys are missing out, because I'm going to start tweeting a whole bunch of awesome, amazing stuff over there. So if you guys have a Twitter, make sure you guys follow me over there, as well as over the next couple of days, I'm going to be playing a ton with subscribers. So if you guys want to get into a game with me, you guys want to play some custom things, make sure you guys follow me over on Twitter, because I will be tweeting out when I'm playing here in the next couple of days, because I have to make a whole bunch of videos because I am going on spring break very soon, and so I want to play with you guys before I take off. And so the way to do that is going to be to follow me over on Twitter at Puredominace, link in the description. So if you guys want to come out and do that, make sure you do that. And I think as far as this video goes, that's about all I have to say. Like I said, let me know if you guys try this out and you like it in your world. Shout out again to Toy Cat, because he is, like I said, the one who came up with this map. But this thing was totally too cool for me not to share with you guys. So I thought you guys might enjoy it. And I think with all of that said, that's about it for me. Make sure you guys subscribe if you have not already, and I will see all of you later, and possibly in a game if you guys want to. See ya. Peace.